Hey, everybody. And for today's progressive programming workout, we're going to go ahead and jump into our primary strength, which is going to be our last session for the deadlifts before we max out. Now, in today's session, we've got 4 sets of 2 working between 90 and 95%. So we are not messing around with any light weights today unless we need to modify individually. So looking at this session, every set, so as we work our way up to our working sets, let's think about staying with single reps. So 1 rep, take the tension, take the time to reset and take the tension out of the bar and out of the shoulders, so that way there's no slack in between. Pull off the ground, stand all the way up, make sure we hit that full extension at the top, and then lower the bar back to the ground, reset, reorganize before we go to the second rep. Now, as we work our way up to that single rep, make sure that we're practicing and rehearsing that setup sequence and breathing to create tension in our midline. Once you've found your working weight at 90%, then we're going to maintain that 2 reps. So if you need to take a little bit more time in between those reps, that's fine and totally up to you. Maybe hold on to or allowing yourself to have a 15 to a 30-second break in between sets or in between reps for that set. Then make sure you're giving yourself a lot of time in between sets to recover for the next double. Now, as we get into this, we got to make sure that we're maintaining mechanics and maintaining consistency throughout the range of motion and control from the ground. If we start to deviate or if we're unable to reach our working percentage for today, then let's scale the weight. So as a goal, our target is to hit 90 to 95% and work within that percentage for all 4 sets. But at the same time, if today is not the day, listen to your body, scale the percentage back, and let's just work to building to a heavy double. Maybe we're getting up to 90%, or maybe we're just working up to 95% or 93%. It's totally up to you. But once you find that working weight, we're going to go ahead and complete those sets and then move on to an alternating movement. So this is going to be 22, 18, and 12 for time, starting out with alternating kettlebell swings and then alternating leg V-ups. Now, looking at our kettlebell swing. So we're looking at 21. So it's essentially 11 on each side. And then we've got 18, so 9 on each side, and then 6, so 6 on each side. But it is alternating. So on the alternating kettlebell swings, make sure that we're holding on to one weight. And as it comes up, we want to switch hands when it reaches eye level. Don't switch hands at the bottom. We're not taking this kettlebell overhead. Where single arm swings are always going to be around shoulder or eye level. Make sure that that's where we are shifting and switching off at. And if we are inconsistent with that switch off, then scale the weight. But our goal here should be allowing ourselves to hang on to large sets, if not completing it unbroken. This isn't necessarily a fast workout. This is intended to be a consistent workout. Hip drive, leg drive, hold those shoulders stacked and stay organized, while at the same time working with some of that with some of that rotational work. Now, after the kettlebell swings, the 22, we're going to jump into 22 alternating leg V-ups. Now, as far as the V-ups goes, we're going to try to think about bringing our shoulders off the ground and then bring that leg up last minute to touch at the toes, ankles, or shins if need to modify. Now, if we can't quite make that full range of motion, then let's maybe treat this as more of a bicycle kick. So kicking one leg out and then bringing the knee up, and then opposite elbow comes across the body. But again, 21 or 22, 18, 9, 22, 18, 12. So we are basically splitting the reps between side to side. So we've got the alternating kettlebell swings to the alternating leg V-ups. That's it for today. Have fun.